Well, welcome back to the channel, guys. Replicate Gaming here. I hope you are all doing well. If you remember rightly, guys, in the last episode, we on Stranded Alien Dawn, we started off with a brand new pack of citizens, 4, although we have gained a 5th one there, Vivian, and we got off to a little bit of a better start this time. Obviously, as you can see from the screen there, we've got a bit of a farm going on, and we've got our main buildings up and running. The good thing is we're in a location now where it's quite flat, everything's within a good vicinity. So hopefully on this episode we'll get a lot more done. Let's just quickly have a quick check as to how we're sitting at the moment. Just make sure we've got plenty of foods in place. One thing I can see is that we've got grain cob just laying around, so we'll grab that because let's face it, food is food. And we've also started to get our very minimal primitive fence around the actual food. Not around the actual base, but more around the food resources, just to stop the animal from getting in there and taking it out. I'm going to put it back on play. We'll put it on first on 1 speed, just for the time being, just while we have a quick look as to what's going on. Just to familiarise myself with what we need to get up and running. So we got all the relevant sleep patterns and work schedules set up last time we were on. As you can see, guys, we've got a lot of produce on the shelves, which for the first time looks quite nice. Now that is actually ongoing, let me just have a quick look in regards to our research and see where we are. Have we actually got any have they all got weapons? They have all got weapons, good. Let me just have a quick look as well in regards to the weapons side of things. I always forget where this is. So we've got no other guns available as of yet. Let's have a look at research. So we're currently doing the metal refinery, which is 47% done. Once we've got that, we can start looking at making some better tools, ready for when we get to build an actual base. Obviously, we've got the antibiotics here, and then we can look at the spaceship deconstruction, and then therefore we'll get a lot more stuff from the actual build. With that in mind, this particular one, the main ship, is now being salvaged as much as it can do. We're probably better off looking at another item, which, funny enough, we've already got going. I'm just going to go ahead and get some of these other crops taken up as well. And I think we're going to need some more logs. We are just looking at that tree there. Let's go into there, just grab all this lot. Brilliant. And yes, in the last episode, oh, well, it looks as though we've got some more items over here. Oh, we've actually got these already down for butchering. And I don't know if we ever got these actually. Let's get some of these harvested. What we also need to start doing as well, look, guys, if you look at the top there, we've only got 60 stone. Ideally, we need to get some of that set up as well. So we'll start getting some mining areas set up as well. Ready? I'm going to put that on 2 speed now, just so we can get things caught up. We've got bandages, which is going to come in quite handy. We have actually got a perimeter light source going around the main base, but we are going to have to start looking at the actual building itself. And obviously, as you remember, in the last episode, we managed to start getting ranching stuff done when it comes to taming animals. Let me just make sure we haven't missed anything else while we're at this. We've got this hepgonia. I don't know if we actually got these put in yet. This is for... That's the fruit bush. We've got our buttermelon, we've got our glitter caps, we've got the berries, and we have the corn. Right, so if that is the case, we are possibly better off getting one of these put in as well. Now, I don't know what... These give us like a sugary syrup, which would be good for jams, sugars, and so on. So we'll get those up and running as well. And we've got our farming skills up. Now, it's going to be a matter of time, guys, before we start off a look at better resources in regards to the actual structure of a base. Just purely the fact of we haven't got a lot going at the moment. The one thing we do remember, if you remember rightly on the last episodes, they always mention a table and chairs to sit and eat on. So we're probably better off getting one of those put in now before they ask for it. And I have to remember to put 5 in this time round. At least that way the guys have got somewhere to sit while they're eating. Now, we've never actually dealt with anything water-wise in the past, so hopefully we are going to be able to do some of that. Seeing that we've got this nice, well, it looks nice, we don't know if it is yet, but it looks like it's relevantly clean for what looks like they're just pods of some sort. Right, just gonna have a quick look around, guys, see what else we need to look at as well. We've got the ranching, we've got the drying racks, which might come in handy because we are going to be looking at getting things like leather in the future. And we'll also put a shooting range in just to give the guys something for target practice and a bit of leisure. A statue. Now that's a new thing, guys. Don't remember ever seeing the statue before. We've just managed to get 15 new medic packs, which is handy to have. And the one thing I haven't put in yet is any lighting in the actual base. Let's go ahead and put those in. For some reason, the good thing is this time around, guys, just as it is at the moment, we don't have to worry about relocating. We can just build on what we've already got, which is going to make things that little bit easier. If you remember rightly, in the not last episode, but the one previous, we were moving a lot of things around and it was causing a lot of issues because we had that much to do. Let's just speed this up and give these guys something to catch up on. Right, we've got the metal refinery unlocked, which is good. So let's go ahead and see if we can get that put in somewhere where it's not going to be in the way. Grayson's on the verge of a meltdown. I'm thinking we may just put that refinery on this wall here. Which means we should be looking at getting the spaceship stuff sorted as well next. In fact, we are, and we're getting through it pretty quick at the moment, guys. What I do want to try and do is get the barrel stuff up running pretty quickly as well. So at the moment we are looking at obviously the spaceships, the antibiotics, as well as the cereal for coffee, just to get the guys up and running. I need to get these in as well, just so that we guys have got a bit of protection if they need to get high out of the way, just in case we do get a bit of a hit on. And let's just go ahead, if that's the case. Have we got anything we can do in regards to electrics? Nothing as yet. So if that's the case, we're going to go ahead with the pickling. Right, guys, so I'm back to you a lot quicker than expected. We've never had this one before. We've had weathers and we've had bad forecasts, but we've never had heat wave, which is a bit of a strange one. And I don't think we've got anything in regards to fuels just yet. In regards to, drinks. Obviously, the quicker we get the coffees and that unloaded, I'm sure that'll come in handy for them. It shouldn't be too long now. And hopefully by the time we come back, guys, we won't have lost many people from the heat wave. Oh, I'm hoping none at all. Right, guys, here we are. We have just come back just to make you aware of what's gone on. We've managed to find our first chipset from the wreckages, so we're now able to get the electricity up and running as well on the infrastructure. Now, the downside of that is we're now in the process of about to be attacked by 16 beetles. There they are. I was wondering where they were going to be. They all seem to be in that area for the time being. So let's just go ahead and get Ken up there. Get him ready to take them on. Now, we don't want to leave him there on his own, because let's face it, it's possibly going to go that way if we don't do anything else doing it. Right, the good thing is, Ken's the one with the gun. Now, bear in mind, guys, if you do remember, Ken is the one that gets a bit excited when it comes to seeing death. Get these guys in. Away, guys, come on. Help them out. This is not looking good. And this is why we could ideally do with some more weapons rather than spears. The good thing is they're actually going down pretty quick considering. I mean, if you look at the size of them compared to the actual people, they are huge. If I see one of them cut towards me, I don't think I'd be sticking around for long. Right, we've got 2 more nearby over in that area. So let's get Ken at these. Because I'm a bit concerned, actually, with whether we should. The reason why I'm getting Ken up there straight away is purely on the fact that he has got the gun. Now, if they can keep Ken away, there we go. All done. Brilliant. Let's get these guys undrafted. Got everything we need. Obviously, Ken is going to need some treatment. And we'll look at getting all this lot butchered. Let's get that back on full speed. As you can see, straight away, the vultures are turning up. So we managed to survive that particular attack, which is good. We've got 10 food rotting. Oh, really? Where is it? Because it's no good to us if it's rotting. Oh, there it is. Cool, so we've actually got our wooden fortifications in place now, guys. So let's go ahead and put some of these in place. We'll put them on one each corner, or at least thereabouts, if we can get them in. I don't think we need one in that corner, but you never know. And it's more to do with getting these guys off the floor if need be in the event of an attack, rather than anything else. And we're now looking at getting our construction done, which is good because it means we can start looking at getting our main build put in place so that the guys have actually got more of a structure. And the good thing is as well that we've actually got the electricity coming in very similar around the similar time, so we start getting electricity things put in place also. I just realised, did we get the pickles done? Or did we take them off? We must have took them off. Let's put them back on. We've got old equipment. Ah. What is the old equipment exactly? His favourite meal is fruitcake and punching practice. So as soon as we get the punch bag up and running, that'll come in handy. Let's see what others have got in regards to their favourites. Tagliatelle and also target practice. So she's alright. She's got the target practice up and running. Appreciate his decoration. So he'll be happy when he gets his house up and running. Veggie pizza. Oh, okay. Obviously, we are going to be getting Hugo doing our taming stuff when it comes to it. And she likes to make her favourite food's porridge. How boring. And although I do mind a little bit of golden syrup in my porridge now and again. but she also likes music. So let's just have a look, because music is an option. And there we go. We could eventually bring that in, because it only takes 1 day as well. The good thing is, we're currently 71% on our construction side, and then, which is why I'm trying to get a lot more wood and mining done at this moment in time, so we've got all the resources we need. And don't forget, guys, if you are new to the channel, please do consider hitting subscribe and turning on notifications. And if you're a returning viewer and you haven't subscribed just yet, then please do consider it. After looking at the actual stats, it turns out about 60% of my viewers are not actually registered. Sorry, not registered, not subscribed. Sorry. So you'd put a big smile on my face if you did. Right, we've got some healing balms. Brilliant. Let's just make sure we've got everything we need in regards to foods. Let's just go ahead and put some more on there. In fact, you know what? I think we've probably got enough food to keep us going, because we're actually losing. We're actually going through food pretty much at the moment. Is there a way of me finding out exactly what we've got food-wise? We've got no green porridge and we've got no meat soup. So let's go ahead and get them put on then. And meat soup, because we've got plenty of meat. Oh, we should have by now. Brilliant. We've actually got our construction side of things up and running, guys. So, with that in mind, let's just jump straight into that construction. And let's go into here. And let's go ahead. I'm thinking, do we go straight down the road of concrete and stone? We've got 690. So there's no reason why we shouldn't. So let's just go ahead and see if we can do that. That would be so nice to have that there, wouldn't it? Let's go ahead and take some of this down. We will be, of course, putting a lightning rod a little bit further up, because, let's face it, we don't want it not being near us. As soon as they come down, we can start then looking at taking and putting the buildings in. How big is it going to let us build it? That is a decent sized building. And we are a lot of stone. Turns out we haven't got a lot of stone as we thought we did. But it's not a bad thing. Bear in mind, we can put windows in later on. Insufficient space. That'll be down to the food, I'm guessing. So we can put storage along here, just for the time being. Now, last time we did this, we went down the wood route. Whereas this time I've decided we'll go down the stone route, just because I think it will actually work out better for us. Toxic ash. Oh, that is not good. Being in the open during the disaster causes uncomfortable shortness of breath and reduces the movement speed. Prolonged exposure could cause blood poisoning. Solar panels supply less power and plant grows slower. Farm plants lose health and harvest. Well, there's not a lot we can do at this moment, because we haven't got anything else we can do. Not what we need to do at this moment in time. Would have been better off without it. It's showing there's an animal in there somewhere. So there is. What is that? Is that a dog? That's a dog. Oh, right, okay. Let me just come out there. I didn't expect to see a dog. We could do with getting Hugo on taming. Because if we can get a dog on our side, that would be handy. And it's the first dog I've ever seen in game. Let's go back into Hugo. I don't see anything on here that says taming, as it happens. It might be something we have to research. Let's have a quick look. Animal taming. Take these off. Put that straight on first. Next. guys. If we can get that up and running, get that done. I don't want to take people over here while he's there just yet, because we don't know if he's going to be vicious. This species seems relatively peaceful, and living species could be observed and studied from distances. We could definitely study him. Hopefully, that'll work out all right. We are going to try and take some of this stone down, though. Ideally, without getting attacked by said dog. I say dog. It looks like a dog, but we can't presume. I'm just going to try and get as much as possible when it comes to stone harvested, just so that we can get this build up and running. Maybe I went a little bit too much with the. I think we had enough stone, and we had nowhere near. Right. While we're at that, though, we are going to need to put a door in. So I think, for the time being, we'll just put a normal wooden door. And we'll put it more central. Could possibly do this on both sides. And we've lost some harvest. And it's possibly down to the toxic ash. So it has been confirmed that it's the famous dog breed that has baffled us, and it's baffled us how kind it is. It's gotten here. So it is actually, I think it said it was a bulldog. So even better, we need to get that tamed. Taming of dog, if research, costs 20 statue, 20 stage stone. Brilliant. How are we like at the moment on that option? We're next. Brilliant. I didn't actually realise we're actually doing electricity at the moment. So hopefully, won't be long now, guys. And we'll have our first pet. Although at the moment, Hugo is on a sad wonder. He'll be happy as Larry when he realises that he can go and tame an animal, I'm sure. Do you know what, guys? Because I have it like this, I forget these guys have actually got roofs on these buildings. So when that toxic ash came down, I was a bit concerned, but I forgot, obviously, they have actually got a roof on. So we still need 800 stone. Now, bearing in mind, the further afield we go, we're going to possibly bump into other creatures that we may not have established or met up with this time around. Got to be careful there. And this looks like it could be some sort of ore as well as stone. Shiny rock and interesting rock. That's handy to know. And it sounds as though we are still getting debris falling from the skies. And that has landed pretty close. Let's go back into the actual here, because we need to go in and get some more people scavenging. As it happens, anyone can scavenge. But it's the mining is more my concern. Emmeline can mine as well. So we'll get her on. In fact, they all can. We're going to leave Grayson off because he's our main builder. Ooh, you know how you have gained access to the electricity products and consuming, opening a lot of new possibilities. So, yeah, we've been through all that, so we know we can start getting electricity on and linking it all up. But the good thing is we could start putting some of these things in place now, ready for when we have got the opportunities to get the electricity running. Right, another 18 of these beetles coming in. Ken, you lucky man, you get to have a little bit of a blast. And then we'll get the other 3 in as well over here. Vivian's there like a rocket. I have no idea where... Oh, there's Ken is. Right, brilliant. We might have to get Ken to move in a bit closer. In fact, if we get the girls to go in with the spears closer, Ken can take him out with a lot more shots from a distance. The gun is no good to him if he's too close, because he automatically can't use it. Hugo, you were drafted to move over here, mate, if you can. And so was Emmeline. So we're going to get... Whoa, Emmeline's got a bit close there. Right, let's just move Hugo and Vivian into where Emmeline is. Which has actually worked. That didn't actually go to plan. Now I'm going to take Ken out. Move him over to here. And then get him to attack that. As it happens, they've all been taken out. I was actually planning on bringing Ken over here so that he could then fire at those, but it turns out it wasn't needed. These guys are actually quite good when it comes to using spears. For some reason, they're not on drafting or drafting when I'm asking them to. Right, let's get all that lot butchered. As well. Now the only thing is, you probably notice, guys, whenever you've had a fight, everything goes in slow motion afterwards, so we have to make sure we keep an eye on the actual speeds. I'm going to let these guys get some healing done. Hopefully by that point we'll then have some more stone and we'll have an idea as to what's going on build wise. Let's just let this run through, guys, and we'll be back with you very shortly, unless of course something happens and I think you might want to watch it. Now, the downside is we still haven't actually got... we still haven't actually... Oh, I was just about to say we haven't got the animal taming, but we have. Right, brilliant. Let's go and see if we can get that... Find that dog. There he is. And see if we can get him tamed. The food for taming hasn't been discovered yet. Oh, wow, really? Okay, so I didn't expect that to be a thing. What food do we require for taming? That is something that I wasn't expected to see. I won't lie. Because we have got food. Obviously, it's not going to be like a meat, so to speak. Although we have got meat, stuff we can use. Interesting. Animal store, animal spot, feeder. So we've actually unlocked a lot of this stuff, like an animal shelter. Which is handy to have, because it will be something we will be bringing in, especially if we can get a couple of these on our side. Obviously, we've got the little dog there, the little dog sleeping quarters, so that'll be something we'll be putting in. And I think we may have just unlocked the... No, we've nearly got the pickling done, so we'll be able to get the pickling barrels up and running shortly as well. Right, guys, as it happens, we are getting a lot more visitors from the local neighbourhood of pests coming over. We have had to kill a couple of them just to keep, well, one, because we need food, but two, just to stop them from attacking us. So with that in mind, I think it's now possibly a time to start looking at putting a fence in around or near the base. So therefore, we'll probably just build it from this fence across. just to ensure that we don't get any issues down the line. Now, obviously, we have actually got this small wall. Whoop, wrong one. That could go through there, if we don't want. Bear in mind, this is going to be coming out, so then we'll put a brand new one right across there eventually. We've got plenty of logs, so we should be okay. And it should still give us plenty of chance to migrate and move around the area perfectly fine. It's just a shame we couldn't get Hugo out to tame the animal. I thought that might have sorted him out. We'll put a couple of gates in around the area so that guys have got multiple ways to get in and out of. But we have to be careful because we are losing quite a few bit of food at the moment. Now then, we've got another attack, imminent attack coming over. We're going to get Ken. I'm going to draft him up there. Same with Emily, if we can get her up there as well. Grayson needs to be careful because he's out in the wild. Grayson, you need to get back over here. And then the other two, sorry, need to be out there. The reason why I've moved those two out there is because they might go for them. These will have the chance to hit them from over here. And I noticed we've got a big guy in there. I don't think we've actually took him out yet. Is anyone actually doing what I asked them to do? We've got Emmeline, Kev, and all them are all just sat there. Doing nothing. Ken. Draft. Climb. The attack is coming, guys, whether you're sitting around doing nothing or gonna wait. These guys aren't doing a thing. And we're on... Right, okay. Let's just go like this then. Guys. Get out there. Come on. Grayson is in the process of about to get killed. Yep, he's getting attacked. Kev isn't doing a single thing. And poor Grayson is getting absolutely hammered, and he's not even a fighter. Luckily, he's actually got a spear. Tell you what, guys, considering none of these guys are real fighters, they're not doing bad at all. They're all doing what I expect them to do, and better in some cases. Happy days. Now, a moment ago, they said they didn't have any food, and yet, to be honest with you, I don't think anyone's actually fueling the fire up. So this episode seems to be a lot of there's a lot of fighting going on. So he's discussing his ragged clothes. Have we got anything else we can change for? Nothing as yet, unfortunately. Now, Grayson is injured. He shouldn't hopefully be injured to the point he's going to die. Which is, I'm glad to say, isn't the case. Now, if we look at this base, guys, this area is the only area inside the base that needs to be finished. The roof is getting there. Isn't finished just yet, but it means we can at least start looking at possibly building walls on the inside, which we'll be just doing wooden walls for starting off with. That's a big wall, isn't it? One room. We'll put a door on. That could be the girls' rooms or something. Let's just go ahead and put another wall in there, otherwise that could be a bit useless. Okay. Now, the reason why I've done over there, guys, is I do believe that's the section that's actually got a roof over it, and it is. That's good. Right then, guys, so as you can see there, it's getting a little bit bigger than what it was. We've got a couple of defence walls up now, and we've got the actual fence going on the main base. Obviously, we've managed to keep all 5 people going, as well as getting the taming up and running. The only thing we haven't got just yet is the correct food for taming. And we've almost got an entire, well, at least the ground structure of the base built, which is good to see. We are currently 466 short when it comes to stone. However, at the same time, no one seems to be going out and getting any. Let me just have a quick check as to what's going on there. That's what I was in the process of doing, giving everyone the opportunity to go and do a bit of mining. Because, oh fuck, I was going to take him off, wasn't I? Ken has got the better physique when it comes to mining, so we'll stick him back on there. And we'll get Hugo back on cutting as well as salvaging. But, at least we're getting somewhere, guys. Hopefully, in the next episode, not only will we have electricity, we'll have a full building. And we're in the process of getting Research Table 2 up and running, the advanced table for research, which we've never actually used so far. I should say, I haven't used so far. And hopefully, a lot of this will move, well, a lot of this area anyway, will be moved indoors. And then we can start going further afield and getting some better things put in place. But little bit of a hickledy-pickledy episode this is, guys, but things need to be done, unfortunately. But hope you've enjoyed it. Like I say, if you are new to the channel, guys, don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next episode or the next live stream. on that note, guys, I shall say take care, and I shall see you in the next video or stream. Ciao for now.